Hi, I'm Dr. Brad, and been working with people with Lyme disease for a lot of years now. We've come to find out that there's several different barriers that people run into that just really stops their ability to heal. And that's why we put this webinar together, is to start to address that, to show people what some of those are so they can get on the other side. I've had Lyme disease myself. My wife's had Lyme disease. We worked with some of the worst cases out there, and almost all those people get healthy once again when we work with them. So I'll talk about one of the first barriers. It's really a big one. It's nutrition, and that is it's really a big field. There's no doubt about it. We need to have a different understanding of nutrition, and we need to have a different relationship with the food that we eat. Adele Davis said many years ago, "You are what you eat." In reality, science is proving out that's true. The way we eat, it affects our genetic expression. It affects every function that we have in our body. And to understand how to eat properly will actually feed all the things that need to be fed to empower us to be able to heal. So when we start to look at nutrition, nutrition is two things. Food is two different things. It's either energy or building blocks. And it's pretty simple as far as that goes. The primary thing we get out of food is energy. The secondary thing we get out of food is building blocks. And those building blocks are critical to every function that we have. So when we start to look at some of the places where people have a really big problem, first one would be vegetable intake. Every healthy society in the world has a very high vegetable intake. There's a lot of reasons why. I'll go over that a little bit more in the webinar. Another one is our infatuation with sugar. We really have to deal with that. Sugar feeds every pathological process inside of us. It feeds every bad thing that goes on inside of us, from cancer to parasites to mold and fungus. It feeds everything that's there. It creates hyperinflammatory reactions in every tissue inside of the body. It dysregulates blood sugar to a high degree. With that dysregulated, it starts to dysregulate the hormones. It makes the insulin have to drive really hard to try and drive it back into the tissues. Insulin sugar builds fat. With the inflammation, it turns adrenal glands on. With adrenal glands going into hyperdrive, that really stresses out our hormonal axis. It dysregulates our hormones. And with all of that, it starts to shut down whole organ systems very quickly. So we can't get by with artificial sweeteners because they're all neurotoxins. It poisons our nerves. The other ones, like stevia, that doesn't work. We rarely find anybody who's had some chronic illness issues that can have some of the secondary sweeteners like stevia, things like that. So I'm going to go over that more in detail. If you'd really like to learn how to heal, if you'd really like to see what some of the keys are in healing, I invite you to join the webinar we're putting on shortly. It's called The 7 Secrets That Break the Lyme Disease Curse. And there's a link below to register to that. We have this up on Facebook, a couple different places where you can go join in and join us at the webinar. So if you really want to learn how to heal, I invite you to sign up and show up. This could really change your life. So we'll see you there. Thank you.